Moonmaker, you are taken to areas 16 and 18. Walking into area, you have to get there through area 15. You were walked through the storeroom, which you were taken through before. There's magical light. You see, and you see as you're carted off to your various chore assignments. There's all the walls are carved. You see other slaves cleaning things, and other slaves carrying crates, other slaves carrying weapons. Other various types of Yanti abominations and Athemas and Malisons and brood guards all around, just doing various work and conversations being had. As you walked into Area 15, one of them goes, "Watch your step." You see a rickety wooden walkway threads around the walls of a deep, deep pit. Foul odors waft up from below, and in the gloom beneath you see thousands of snakes down in this pit.
How does snakes survive like that? Just wriggling all over each other?
It is a big, just a pit of snakes. You are like walked around the side to area 16.
Do you want me to take care of those?
And you are given a bucket and a mop.
I can probably wipe those out for you if you tell us this.
What area were you assigned to? So this big beefy snake man.
I actually missed what you said.
Okay, so you are to scrub the bathing area.
The nests. And the nests. I am scrubbing the bathing area and the nests.
Are there?
This is this pit. You do not scrub the pit.
Are there active bathers while he's in there cleaning it?
He hasn't been there yet.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
This is the nest that I'm standing in. No,
that's just a pit.
That's just a snake pit. Is there any work that is done with this?
Yes. Other slaves will be tending to it for the day. Move along.
Okay. As we're going, what the fuck could they possibly do in here? Maintenance on the walkway.
As you guys are, the walkway sucks.
They make it more rickety.
As you walked into the baths, the iron stench of blood fills this chamber. Along one wall, a row of gore-filled pools sinks into the floor.
Oh, gnarly.
Blood trails and bloody footprints run between the pools. You see people coming in and hanging up their various armor and clothing on the far
the west wall,
the far right wall,
and
on hooks. And you see people in these tubs carved into the stone into the ground, resting in these steaming pools of bubbling blood. You see people getting out, fully naked snake people, walking out of the baths, and you see their bloody footprints along the ground as they wash off and get dressed. And people coming in and out. This is where they bathe and relax. Get to work.
I openly wouldn't it make more sense for me to do this when they're done bathing, and because they're gonna tread it all over the place, and I'm gonna get mad, and you're gonna get mad because you're gonna think I'm not doing anything, and I'm gonna be like, they keep making it worse, and then
we're trying to build another bath. I know it's cramped. We have many slaves working on a second.
I'm working on it, getting it cleared with the zoning commission.
There's a lot of construction that goes on around here. We only have so many slaves.
You're okay.
So I know it's cramped. It's going to be in use all day and all night. A lot of people need bathing.
Where can I change out my water bucket? Because I don't think this one is going to last me very long.
Toss it into the pit and then get more water from the river.
Okay.
Sure. And you can
that
see,
is a hike.
You can see as you walk through the area, you hate that rickety bridge. If this breaks, I'm going right into the snakes.
Yeah.
As you toss the you begin to mop and you see people bathing. As people are bathing, I need you to make 3 perception checks. As you're mopping,
people just violently jerk.
What would you like to do in this 8 hours? Because this is one area, so 4 of your hours are spent in this area.
Well, I don't know which way I'm supposed to. I imagine I'm supposed to walk along the long way.
So 16 to 15 through 14, which you can see.
Okay,
you can see Balin Rex working, but you guys are anytime you attempt to speak, you are hushed.
We just look longingly at each other.
Yes. And you're walked out, and you can get more water from the river where you see the boats there.
Okay, let me roll these perception checks for you real fast.
So I need 3 of those.
12, 10, and 18.
You overhear a lot of information from people bathing and people walking around, just like, yeah, you heard that Fenthaza had another prophetic dream about the black opal crown. She said it has the power to usher forth Dendar. Another one's like, I don't believe any of that crap.
It's just me like...
Yeah, you're just like... and like one of them's like, yeah, Fenthaza's full of crap. I support Rosnasi all the way. And other people are like, Rosnasi's nothing. You see how weak he's getting? Fenthaza's the true power here.
That Rosnasi is a great guy.
As he sort of... Shut up, meat.
Dude. What? Look at me. It's a little fucked up. It's a little racist, don't you think? What is this? What if this looks like meat to you? I'm still mopping. I am all robot.
Keep mopping. And you see like one of them sort of like moves his like foot in such a way out of the tub that it sprays more blood in an area that you already mopped. And you're like,
Well, that's shitty.
Which one was he? Was he one of the ones that says he likes Fenlaza? What's her name?
Fenthaza. Yeah. So he would support Fenthaza. Yeah.
Okay, cool. I just wanted to just I'm gonna burn his face into memory. I'll be like, don't worry, sir.
You do.
Don't worry, sir. I'll clean this right up for you. And I walk over to him and I'm just like, just mopping away, mopping.
Meanwhile, your eyes go a little psychotic.
You hear people who are like, I can't wait for the ritual. I hope I'm chosen. And other people are like, I can't wait to see what slaves we're going to pick. And just lots of talk about like the construction of the temple. I can't believe I like was allowed in the harem. That was amazing. I can't believe that like that last scouting mission went really well. I heard another party disappeared from the king. Certain things like that. Is there anything you'd like to do in the 4 hours mopping this chamber?
Well, I'd like to try to walk into 17. It's right next door. I'm gonna like pick up my mop bucket and walk that direction, like, and I'm gonna pretend like I think like maybe this is a faster way to water. But like I'm just gonna walk in there, see what's up going on in there.
As you attempt to open the metal door, one of the brood guards goes, "Another slave will clean the sauna."
Sauna. Ah, okay.
But you can see people coming in and out of it, and inside what looks to be like, it like the heat is immense from the sauna area, and people walk out and they look extremely refreshed as a snake person can look.
Okay. Just from my knowledge of where we were when we first brought in 13, I'm gonna ask like so when I go to leave with my mop bucket, I'm gonna pour the blood into the thing, and I'm gonna look at the brood guard that's in there, and be like, hey, and I'm gonna point down the hallway towards 18, and I'll be like, is that faster way to water? Can I go that way to get to the water quicker?
You will clean that after you have cleaned.
Oh, I clean that.
baths.
Oh, I clean that
That's next.
That's next. Okay, more cleaning. Okay, just for shits.
Is there anything you'd like to do in these 4 hours before you're moved on?
There really isn't anything I can really kind of look at, I don't think. I'll sit in, I'll go in there when I want. Can I listen specifically? Does anybody know anything about? You know what? I'll go to that. That guy that was like, I'm with Roz and see all the way. I'd be like, hey man, I'm on your side. He seems like a pretty cool guy.
As you say that, he begins to talk, and then one of the females next to him is like, "Don't talk to them," and he's just. So he refuses to say any more.
I give him like a.
And he's like, I don't know what that means. He goes.
I'm just trying to see. Okay, I'll go to the brood guard guy and I'll be like, "Hey man, we're cool, right?" I'm still mopping.
One of the guards goes.
Okay. Do you happen to know anything about these magic circles that are over everywhere?
It's not my place to know.
Oh, man. I feel like I'm supposed to figure something out in here, but
you do not see one in this room.
Yeah. Just no, okay, then I don't do anything in that 4 hours. There's really nothing I can do.
At the end of those 4 hours, you are walked go with me across the rickety bridge to area 18. Which are the nests. These dark catacombs have been converted into sleeping quarters. The walls are lined with various outgrowths that serve as nests. You see a lot of them nesting in these sort of like straw bundles. You see it's extremely warm in here. I see like magical lights over top of clusters of large eggs, like ostrich-sized eggs. heaped around. There's not really a ton to mop, but there are skins and pieces of skins everywhere. Like it looks to be like a sheath of an arm and a tail and various like lots of skin around. And they're like, clean up everything. Do not touch the eggs. The children are sleeping.
Touch.
Gotcha.
You may toss them into the pit or into the cavern. Your choice.
Okay. I will start sweeping.
Okay. As you're doing that, you most people are. You notice some people come in and out as they begin. People are being very quiet. Make a perception check.
11.
You notice one of them, the Yuan-Ti, talk to another like, "Hey, Sethlock, I forgot the password to the armory. Do you remember it? They're gonna kill me." And he goes, "White feather, black mask." As you overhear that, and then he goes, "Thanks." Sort of leaves the area as you're sort of picking up skins and pieces of skin. Is there anything you'd like to do in these 4 hours?
In these 4 hours, while I'm cleaning, I'm going to go to... I imagine I can dump it into the water next door.
Yeah, opens up into this large, fungi, glowing-filled cavern area.
I'll open up that door and I'll close it behind me.
Close.
2 things. I want to know, can I see anything moving in the water? Do I hear anything in there?
Make a perception check.
19.
With a 19, area 20. It's an underground river widened to form like a flooded grotto. Near the middle of the lake, by area 21, you see a lot of bones, like a large pile of bones. And then you notice various things like poison frogs hopping around, snakes that swim in the water, various lizards and things. But you don't notice it. You see the boats go back and forth sometimes during the day with people on them, with slaves rowing them. You see slaves. You see Unmaker a couple times pick mushrooms off the walls.
Remain open for the duration. What's the never mind. I will sit there and I'm gonna close my eyes and I'm gonna I'm gonna shut down for a quick second, and I'm gonna go into that big black empty space I like to go to when I'm trying to talk to my patron, and I'm gonna go, any idea if this is copacetic or not? Just a little bit of a keep it up or just something.
Make a general charisma check with disadvantage.
Yikes. I've been rolling low anyway. You can just keep telling your story. Got an 8.
You feel very disconnected from
the
wherever you draw your powers from here.
Yeah, okay. I boot back up. Back to shoveling, I guess.
Okay. Raven, as you and your Raven familiar are walked out of the slave area and through the storeroom that you came through, you make a sharp left. And as your guard has a serpentine lower body, slithers up this huge, steep ramp that there's no way you could make it up. As you begin walk on it with your new sort of feet, it begins to stick. And you can walk up these ramps very easily, almost too easily, as you walk up these thick ramps. Because you haven't seen any stairs, as they have no need for stairs in here. You go into the Hall of Serpents. The walls of this pillared hall bear reliefs of giant serpents.
Number 9, right?
Number 3?
3.
Yeah. Okay. So you're in area 3.
Okay, yeah.
Various pillars with snakes coiling around them, and there's Yuan-Ti worshippers around, looking at the various reliefs and stuff in the wall. As you see the various insets in the walls and carvings, you see a giant serpent coiled in the underworld, devouring the dreams of sleeping creatures. You see the Yuan-Ti snake people terrorizing Chultans, feeding on their nightmares and feeding them to the great serpent who lives beneath a volcano. You see a familiar-looking Yuan-Ti as Roz Nasi, carved into the wall, wielding a flaming sword and wearing a gold crown set with black opals, leading the snake people to a great door to the underworld. And in the last panel, as the door of the underworld opens, releasing the black serpent from underneath the volcano, it devours the sun, and the last panel is all dark. Make a perception check.
Just one?
Mm-hmm.
12.
You notice that hidden in the crown that Rosness is wearing in one of the walls are large black opals, and they're real black opals, but one of them looks like a button. And you are told to clean this whole area and get rid of any dried incense. We burn a lot of incense here. Get rid of it. And go into Area 2 and polish the Hall of War statues.
Can't do, boss. And I'm going to start doing that.
Okay.
Is there anyone actually around me?
Yeah, so around each pillar, like every other pillar, there's like a worshiper on the ground and sort of like a Muslim sort of like pose where they're just on the ground on a carpet.
Okay. Is that really it, though?
Praying to the reliefs. Yeah.
There's no like guards or anything.
Not until you get to Area 2. You see a door to Area 4, which is closed, and down the hall you can see a large coiled snake statue.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's it.
At the very southernmost point is where I want to start cleaning.
Yes. You begin to clean.
I'm going to be down on my hands and knees cleaning, and after maybe like 5 minutes, I'm going to go limp, go into my familiar.
Okay.
I'm going to
go into the Raven.
Yeah. And then I want to go down towards 9. So I'm going to go down the ramp we came up.
Okay, down the ramp. Yep.
Then make the left.
So you're cleaning everything, and you just fall limp, and you go catatonic.
Yeah.
All right, so you
go down the ramp.
Yep.
Hang the left up into the 9.
Yep. Into 9. As you go into 9, it is being lit and prepared. All of the coagulated blood on the floor has been cleaned and scrubbed away, and there's lots of slaves like getting the last bit of it up and scooping it into barrels and sort of containers and wheelbarrows. The whole place is being cleaned and polished. As you see the Grand Cathedral, the cauldron is being cleaned. You see the large pit. It's just a dribble of blood really coming out of there. From the walls, you see the large balcony straight ahead. You see a huge ramp to the left where there's a gong. And you see a door to your right, and then a door to that you recognize as the door you came out of to the throne room.
Okay. I want to fly up the 40 feet to where the landing is.
Okay, so you're above the snake heads where the blood pours out the mouths, and you see a balcony there with a...
There's that stone there with the serpent engraving.
You recognize that you tried to activate that made
I want to go up and...
It looks exactly the same.
I want to go up and just like tap it
with
my beak.
You just kind of tap it.
Nothing happens?
No, not with the familiar.
Shit.
But you don't notice any other way to get to the balcony. There's no ramp. There's no back room.
Okay. Then I'm going to take the left back towards number 2, up the ramp.
Okay.
And then I'll go back to my body.
You see, around the gong at all times are 2 snake men guards with huge, hammer things to ring the gong.
Okay.
And you go through Area 2. You see the large statue. You see a rather fat Yanti just kind of sitting around directing slaves. You see a very thin Triceratops in a pen to the northwest.
Okay. And then back towards 3.
Mm-hmm.
The engraving that has him with the crown, with the opals in the crown.
Yes.
I want to try and pull one of them out. Pull one of the opals out. Or the button,
with yourself or with the Raven?
With the Raven.
Okay, so...
It's probably not going to work, but...
I can't imagine having much strength.
Yeah, I'm going to pull on the button, not the... I think it's like -3.
Strength of 2, which is -4.
Oh,
so
even better.
Make a strength check with -4.
8.
8, you sort of peck in it, and only one of them appears like it is a button. The others are solid opals, and they look pretty valuable and large, if you could get it out.
Okay. Now, when you say button, do you mean like button on a jacket, or do you mean like I can press it?
like a press button.
I press it.
As you press the button, the entire chamber, out of holes in the walls, fills with gas. And you being immune to poison, and everyone else being immune to poison, except for a couple slaves that begin to collapse to the ground and just... and then the rather fat, looks like sort of taskmaster in Area 2 is like, someone's back must have hit the button again. Clean them up out of here, throw them in the pit, and get me more slaves, damn it.
What is this, Indiana Jones?
I'm going to try and get the opal out one more time, and then I'm just going to go back to my body.
Right, check with -4.
Nope, I'm assuming 9 ain't going to do it.
No.
Okay, I'll go back to my body.
Back. Yep.
You pour more gas into the room.
Yeah, right.
Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to do as you are make a perception check for rumors.
Fuck, 5.
You learn that
Get a decent roll.
the fat, rather Yanti, is very susceptible to. He takes you. You notice that he's taking a lot of bribes from people. Be like, hey, can I bring in this special shipment of fruit that I stole? And they're like, no, Fanthaza doesn't like it. And he's like, hey, I'll slip you a little under the table, and you can bring stuff in. He's like, yeah, you know, I love that. So he looks like he's bribed very easily.
The slaves that died to the gas, where are their bodies?
There were 3 of them, and they're being gathered up, and the brood guards are carrying them down the ramp that you came from.
Okay.
And you see them disappear down the hallway.
Okay.
Is there anything else you'd like to do in your 8 hours? You're assigned to clean this entire all the carvings on the walls, shoveling the Triceratops poop out of the pen, stuff like that.
I'm gonna go up to the taskmaster, the one that.
Yeah.
I want to ask. Well, actually, I have a decent amount of money. Yeah.
My name is
I'm gonna ask him,
Sokosh.
I've heard rumblings that there's some potential unrest with everybody. What's going on?
You see, he's eating what looks to be like a bag of candy, but you notice they're like eggs that he's like eating, but they look candied.
Mm-hmm.
He's just
Ooh, candied eggs.
yeah, and he's just. What was up?
Is he
God
just
damn it.
swallowing
He did
them
not
whole?
listen to what you said because you're a slave.
Right. Yeah. I heard there was some unrest going on with everybody. Seems like
Oh, keep your voice down.
people are.
Fanthaza and Rosnasi always get at each other's throats in their meetings. Oh, so good. As he just sort of, both of them are full of crap. Our old leader Fanthaza's been around longer. Our old leader died. And Rosnasi came to the picture and really put this place into ship shape. But a lot of people don't like him. A lot of people don't like her.
How do you feel about it?
Yeah, as long as I'm making money. Oh, and get my favorite snacks.
Oh.
How many eggs does he have?
He has
He must
bags.
have, like, bags
He has
of
a
them.
bag in his hand that's resting on his fat, and he has a slave next to him holding an unopened bag just to stand there.
God.
Jesus.
But he's just oh god.
Oh. Did he offer anyone an egg
No.
in these trying times?
No.
Not how I was hoping that would go. Yeah, I'll just go back to cleaning then.
Okay. As you guys all finish up your chores, you guys are brought back to the slave pens. You guys can convene. You guys have a little bit of time to talk amongst yourselves. If anybody wants to share any information or do anything really.
I mean, I'll let them know that the only way up to the balcony in the cathedral is one of those teleportation stones.
So you know that Fanthaza will be speaking there.
From what I saw, that's the only way up there
To the balcony.
to the balcony.
Okay.
As you guys are talking, you notice the slaves are talking about that they only have an hour left. So you guys can share information or come up with a plan. You have an hour before the.
Well, we
ceremony.
don't want to catch her on the balcony. We want to catch her in her quarters.
Which is right behind it.
Yeah.
Where does that stone let out at is the question.
It's not over there.
Didn't figure out how to activate it.
Yeah. You were over here, right?
Yeah.
Okay. There's a door somewhere.
Also, I gassed some slaves.
Was that?
Huh?
Well, there's a door to an armory somewhere that needs a password. That the password is white feather black mask. I don't know where that armory is though. Should have asked. Should have been like, hey, where's the armory?
Yeah, right. I'm sure that would have gone well.
Thanks. Where's the Maltese burger? We're gonna have to.
Sorry, the speaker's busted.
Not that it matters to you two, but what I learned is that we are in a place that is severely trapped with a lot of poison gas. So we got.
Oh yeah, I figured that out real quick.
I figured I should let you guys know so you don't kill me. I also have mushrooms,
Okay.
and I can make poison gas bombs essentially.
What does everybody want to do?
Can let's see. Does anyone have any containers or vials or anything like that?
Skin-
I have the
bowls.
skin bag.
Skin bag. Can I look around and see if I can find any
And you have your equipment.
vials, jars, or anything like that?
Yeah, make an investigation check.
19.
Yeah, you can find a couple too
Okay. Can I
amongst various trash.
make some of that poison, but also mix in the hallucinogenic mushrooms that I picked from the last place.
Do you have a like alchemist supplies or poisoner's kit?
It's like poison LSD.
I know. As they die, they'll just be tripping balls.
So they won't know they're dying.
I do not.
Okay. I need you to make a series of 3 checks here. The first one's going to be a nature check to sort of pick the right ingredients.
12.
Okay. You're also going to need a medicine check as you begin to get the right amounts and heat up the right amounts and sort of make this poison and mix them.
11.
Okay, so 12 and then 11. And then make a intelligence check. Or no, a history. You can do history just for remembering what you saw. And because it's so fresh in your mind, you can do that with advantage. History with advantage. Because you just helped him out in the distillery.
What are the
12, so
odds?
13.
Okay.
13.
And then a dexterity check to sort of get it, like as it's heating up, begin to move and crush the right amounts.
21.
You have one that you don't know if it'll work and one that you definitely know will work.
Okay, and do you have what is the description of that?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I know it's a custom potion now that I added hallucinogens to it.
Right.
So, what is
So
the description of the
basically,
regular potion that I could have made, and then we'll figure out what we can.
The one that you did make is a 15-foot radius area that lasts for a minute. It's a sphere, 15-foot sphere. And it's a DC 15 Constitution saving throw for 4d8 poison damage on a failed save.
And I assume every turn that they start their turn and that they take damage.
Yep.
Okay.
For a minute.
Sounds like throw that into a tentacle party.
Do we want to add anything to that for the hallucinogen stuff, or I was just trying to be creative?
Your checks were not high enough. Your checks weren't high enough to
Okay.
achieve
All right, that's
the
cool.
effect that you want.
So I have 2 of them. One I know will work.
Yes.
One that.
Yeah, maybe. Does anybody want to do anything else in this hour?
No, I think I'm good.
Okay. The time comes where the slaves all begin to gather around the bonfire, and they're all very scared. And you begin to hear various music being played as you guys are all the guards come into the slave area. It's like, all right, everyone, let's go. As all the slaves are single file guard walked through the area into the main chamber. As you guys are left behind, they seemingly ignore you.
We're all on the line walking together, and we just kind of dance off.
You guys are not put into the line.
Okay.
And
not even,
they all
we
of
were
the
just completely
slaves
ignored.
are walked single file line through the storeroom to the cathedral.
Let's get moving.
Yep. I'm gonna
Where are we at
guide
currently?
them. Sort of.
Area 19.
19. Okay.
I'm gonna guide them to 2 where I
Okay.
was cleaning.
You guys go through the storeroom. Nobody's in here. You guys go into the hallway. You don't see anybody. You notice a lot of weird noises. You notice you hear shouting. You hear sexual noises. You hear slurping and scraping. Oh, yeah. You hear the
sexual
Licking.
and another one to Dendar, and a loud like bang of the gong and a crack, and people cheer. Lots of strange noises coming from the area. You guys are at the ramp. You are able to walk up it without a problem. How do you two get up the ramp?
I can just fly. Walk.
Okay, so you fly up the ramp, Unmaker. You have a large ramp up in front of you. That every time you walk, you slide right back down.
I throw you my rope and go to the top and hold it and kind of walk up like
easy
that.
enough. Yeah. Cool. You sort of rappel your way up this ramp. You guys get to Area 3, the long hallway with the reliefs and the carves and the religion that is seemingly you see the large fat Yanti eating eggs at the entrance, and you see a couple guards at the front, but that's about it. Nobody else is in here.
Okay. Let's keep moving.
Okay. Sort of walk down the way. You watch the fat one just sort of eat these eggs and go to you, since he seems to like you. The guards
Okay.
don't really pay you any attention. As you guys get to Area 1, you begin to hear a loud female voice shouting in a language that you don't understand. You also hear screams, what sounds like torture, in Area 1, where you guys are. Down the hallway, you can hear that.
Okay. What is this big thing right ahead of us at 1? Is it like a gate we can see? Can we see through that or something? What is
Double
that?
doors, I think.
So you see a wide passage, a set of large bronze doors.
Okay.
Coiled serpents decorating the metal with a sliding hatch at the height, and 4-inch wide holes pierce the base of the door.
Okay.
On your side, you see swarms of poisonous snakes in pits covered by grates just past the door. So if someone were to open the door, they'd probably fall in.
Gotcha. Good to know. All right, let's keep moving.
Doing what? So you guys are in Area
After
1.
you make a right.
Tell me what you're doing.
Oh. Well, we know where her room is.
Yeah, it's Area 5.
And when we passed it, the way I came through with the Raven, where I made the right
Yes.
at 2,
Yeah.
I tell them that leads down into the cathedral.
Yeah, you guys can see
I let them know that.
a ton of people in there. Just from, like, you can't really see because you're elevated, but even up in the area near the gong, there's a lot of people up there.
Okay.
People are screaming and shouting.
Let's stealth from here.
Okay, I need stealth rolls.
How do you want me to pass without a trace stealth? Because then we can seriously be in stealth. Or are we confident?
I'll
enough
take
in
I'll
ourselves?
take plus 20.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. All right. Let me get my spell book up. Prepared. Make sure I have it. Pretty sure I have it. Yeah. I'll cast pass without a trace on us.
Okay. It is the night of day 27. Okay. So, what's everyone's scores?
34.
34.
19.
19.
So I got a natural 1.
Okay, and a 1.
Is that a 1? Is that a 7?
That's a 1.
Fuck.
Okay, as you guys begin to, your wing blades like scrape against the walls.
Oh, yeah, I forgot all about those.
All right,
If I'd only
as
had a plus 16 to work with.
you guys are super stealthy. As you guys walk down this hallway.
I've got the stick. I can't get it. Clack, 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 clack. Can't.
This way, and you're like, I can't.
I can't. Oh. And then as soon as you walk into the hallway, you're still trying to turn it. So like, clank, clank, clank.
I'm just dragging it along the side.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
The drums and the music and the shouting and the sex noises get louder and louder as
It's
you
a weird
guys
sacrifice.
hear everything. And
Giant
then
orgy.
In common, you hear, and now the mating ball! Like everything and like lots of weird sounds happening.
The mating ball.
You guys like,
Porno going on
another
down there.
slave to Dendar! And people just scream and shout and
Fucking
hiss.
Thunderdome.
Yeah, it's just like,
I summon my longsword as we sneak in.
okay.
Have we seen any of our red mages, the weird children, or the pirate
None
lady?
of you during your days saw any.
Okay.
They're probably dead.
Yep. They're in a massive mating
As
ball.
we walk past 5, I'm going to try to open the door.
So as you get to 5, it is a unlocked stone door.
Okay. I want to open it up and just take a peek inside.
Okay.
Just, I don't think she's in there, but just
You
in case.
see a haze of incense lingering inside the chamber. Faded murals decorate the walls. Throw rugs and cushions lie on the ground. An engraved chest rests in one corner next to a large stone urn covered with snake carvings. Yep. That's what you see.
This is supposed to be her room, right?
Yeah.
Do we want to just sit in this room,
And this jumper when she comes
silence the room, and just beat her to death? It worked once before.
I don't see why not.
in. Do we want to keep checking out? Maybe she's in the... Because
As you guys are
we
standing
could probably
there,
see the next room.
yeah,
there.
you can see into the next room.
So do we see anybody in there?
So in the next
I'm
room,
just trying to like get her away from everything else.
Yeah, but if she's in 6...
a bloodstained altar stands in the middle of this room. It has shackles bolted to its top and niches carved into its size. Housed in each niche is a human skull. Grooves run down the altar to gutters on the floor, allowing spilled blood to drain into the walls. Clay urns overflow with wet bones and gore all over this room. You see probably a couple people in here. As you guys walk near this room, you see a large lower snake-skinned, green lower snake-skinned body, a woman with dark brown skin and lots of ornamental jewelry and an ornamented headpiece come out of Area 8 towards Area 6 and sort of like slithers past you and goes into Area 5. Sort of just paying you guys no mind.
Is that her?
She just like walked right past us.
She slithered past you guys, paying you absolutely no attention.
Like she doesn't care. She didn't see us.
Doesn't care.
I'll open the door to 5 again.
Or well, you're in Area 6. What would you like to do?
I'll go back down towards Area 5.
Okay.
And I'll open it and be like,
You're in 5, and she looks like she's like
I'll be
she's like washing blood out of her hair.
like, excuse me, Fenthaza?
Sort of like turns around.
Why didn't she care?
Why are you blowing our chance at a surprise round?
Sort of like washing blood out of her hair. And she
Is
goes,
this where you betray?
"Hello. You're the new ones, right?
Yes.
Bring me the salve on the left there."
I get the sound.
Silence.
Yeah,
I
it's like a
guess.
small urn thing with looks like it's like hair pomade, and she like brings it over, and she being
I didn't want to just jump a random snake bitch. It
Takes
might
it
not be
from
her. Then we definitely lose the surprise.
Well, no, we hide the body.
Yeah, but what? Not if
We eat the body.
The point was if it's the wrong person, we start getting into a fight, and then she shows up.
Yeah, but if it's just a random snake.
Why did you kill my janitor?
Yeah, I'm just playing it. I get the salve.
Okay. She sort of like takes out, looks like hair pomade, and she's like rubbing it, and she's trying to get all the blood out of her hair, and she goes, those speeches can be exhausting.
Right? No, yeah.
Why are you here? Have you done
Not.
Have you done our?
Just checking in.
Just
Do you give me any signal or
What do
anything
you
to-
do?
well, you guys know.
So
You
you
guys
walked
totally saw me
right up
like
to her.
walk away, and I went back into the room. We all saw her walk right past us, and I imagine you could all see me go like. I walk back down towards the hallway. So it's
What would you two like to do?
I'm gonna follow him and watch what
Yeah.
he's doing here because I'm pretty much in stunned disbelief that he's just jackbooting in.
Got it. Okay. Unmaker.
I'm just why
She's
I'm just
like, washing this salve into her hair.
sorry. I'm just a little confused on why she just walked right past us. Like it's. I thought I would have.
She looks like she just pays no mind to you.
Because we're lesser. Is she also rotting? Or is she
She looks
alive?
beautiful.
Okay, gotcha. Didn't know she was suffering from the death curse.
question. Never mind. I go. Just I'm new. Heard a lot about you. Just wanted to see
that
what
is-
was.
Oh, wow.
Oh, okay.
Oh, she's hot. Just heard a lot about you. I just wanted to see what was going on.
Well, it's the festivities tonight, and many of them will be transformed. It's Salida's big night.
Yeah.
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 I share that sentiment too.
Yeah.
You do.
Yeah.
I missed it. What happened?
You don't like Salida either?
As she sort of like freaking becomes
Jesus.
very snake-like, and then
Why is that?
you think for 1 second they're not sleeping together.
Oh.
I
How does-
audibly in game.
How do? Yeah. You mean Rosna C and Salida?
Why are you in my chambers? Bunch of new slaves shouldn't have access to this area. Did you bribe?
Around the corner.
Did you bribe the front guard with his candied eggs again? I'll have him killed. Anyway, why have you come here? When you were first brought to the temple, most people are brought to me, but you were not brought to me. Who brought you in, Salida? That makes sense. You talked to him.
I'm gonna take a chance here.
So
I'll
as
be
you talk to
100%.
him,
I'm gonna be 100% honest with
I'm
you.
preparing the silence spell.
she's talking. Okay, so you're
But
preparing. She's
I'm not
talking.
casting it.
She's talking. So what?
I will be 100% honest with you, ma'am.
You're talking.
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
I will be 100% honest with you. Rosna C asked us to come and kill you tonight,
Figures.
but
Oh, that asshole.
we have no real allegiance to him.
Neither do half the people here. And with him out of the way, I can consolidate power.
Okay, take it easy. let's get that snake boner out of here. We were promised that if we helped him kill you, we could leave and then go fight your giant feathery king thing has a control over the city. And then we'd also be allowed into the temple to do a little side mission that we've been working on. But like I said, we have no allegiance, and well, we're not big fans of Salida either.
Won't we all start laughing? Like, you laugh, and then we like,
It's sort of like, she sort of like takes off her hairdress and puts it on a vanity and on a vanity.
Is she facing away from us right now?
Yeah, she sort of takes it off and puts it on and turns back around. And
I want to see. I want to see where the.
so she goes.
So, I mean, if you are willing to work with us, we will. I think we can come up with something positive here and help you with your situation.
She sort of coils up higher than you and just says, "If you've made it this far, you must be pretty powerful. We can make a deal.
Yeah,
I'll tell you what.
I'm pretty good.
Yeah, pretty. Yeah,
I'll tell you what.
yeah.
Rosnasi doesn't take part in the festivities. He barely leaves his chambers or the throne room or does anything, really. He used to be a human, filthy beast. And
I
he just
know.
Sort of.
Right? Fucking flesh bags.
He's no true
Look at your feet.
Yanti.
Does
So
he
with
still
him-
have his feet?
Yeah.
Okay, they don't just like
it's a deformity.
gradually melt off of him over time.
No.
How long
They're not growing.
Is it
Thank
raw
God.
meat at the top where the
Yeah, I was
skin
kind of curious.
Yeah.
It looks like uncooked pork.
I'm just perpetually bleeding.
It's high.
No, it looks like uncooked pork chop.
It's high enough to fill your boots in, and that's it.
Every time you take a step, something squirts out of the top because it's pushing it out.
like a vein.
You need a vial of blood right here. Let me get.
You just pump your foot like a drummer.
So, sorry. Continue. Sorry.
Yeah, that is gross.
It's part of our charm.
Tell you what. You go into. I will teleport you into Rosnasi's quarters. You take him out,
Hold me.
and then
Hold you.
Keep me up.
during
Like
that.
if we end at Bernie's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Him up by, I'm just like this. I'm just holding him up by the back of the head.
While they're talking, I want to go into my familiar.
Okay.
Well, you don't like start falling over.
No, but I go limp.
Okay.
At least if we're doing it the way we did it in Curse of Strahd.
Well, basically, you're blinded. You can't hear anything.
Yeah, you can still
Your
stand up.
senses are
It's
through
just
there.
like, but
You're
the
just
thing
like
is,
you can't.
Yeah, I can't move.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's like you just put your hand on his shoulder. Like it's just like you put your hand on his shoulder because like you can still talk and stuff.
You can
but,
sit
Yeah.
down.
and you can still be led places. You just can't do anything. You just don't know what's happening.
right. Okay. And I want to go.
So you go in your.
While they're
familiar.
talking, I want to go towards 4.
Okay.
And is,
Towards 4. Yes. As you
Out
fly
past-
down the area,
yeah.
you notice he's eating eggs. All right. So you see a door to 4.
Is it unlocked?
You are Raven.
I fly headfirst into the door.
And break your neck.
Does it?
It is a
no.
metal. It is a
Doesn't.
metal
There's
door.
no sensible movement.
No, not from a Raven.
Well, fuck. Okay.
had a latch.
I don't know.
Well, ravens are very smart. They could actually like unlatch that.
Well, apparently he's very
I'm
dumb.
very dumb.
Raven has an intelligence of 2 -4. Make a roll to see if you can figure out how to open the door. But it's your consciousness through the
9.
9. It looks like it has a handle. Yeah.
How big of a raven are you? Is your beak large enough to fit
I'm a
around the
normal
handle?
sized raven.
Yeah, you probably.
Is there a space under the door that's sizable?
It's not Raven size.
Fuck.
You can attempt to open the lock.
I'll do that.
Is there a cutout silhouette of a raven in this door?
Yeah, right. Is there a raven shaped hole?
Make a strength check -4.
6. What is this
You
dice?
sort of jiggle it and it sort of opens up a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
I just like push on it and fly into
Make a
it.
strength
Maybe.
check. As she says, Raven is pushing, flying like vigorously with its head. They are engaged in strict diplomacy, and you are
11.
11. You sort of open the door, and one of the guards goes, "Oh, what the hell?" And do you want to be in or outside the door?
In the door.
And in the door, he shuts the door, and there are 2 guards in there, and you see.
Can I discern that this is an armory?
Yeah, you see gleaming scimitars, serpent helms, suits of
Password
scale
my
armor.
ass.
I am the password.
Cram the racks in this vault, large bones and horned skulls litter the floor, shields made from the shells of tortoises, large skeletal serpent slithers around.
Oh no, not the turtles.
And it's a large, what looks to be like a skeletal snake slithering around
Okay, cool.
that you can see. Yeah, this is a fully stocked armory.
Okay.
What would you like to do?
I'm gonna dismiss it as my action.
Okay. Raven disappears. Your consciousness goes back in your body mid conversation.
Yeah.
All right, back to you guys.
So I know where that's at now.
You do. All right, back to you guys. So she would like to continue.
Look, I got in there.
You kill Rosnasi after I teleport you to his chambers. No doubt Salida after her transformation will be in there. You can kill her too. No, they'll try and call for some guards, but none of them should hear you. The festivities will last all night. Then I ask that you go to the amphitheater in the city and kill the king so that my power can be completely solidified. Once he's dead and my rule is disputed, and the large beast is slain, I will rule the entire city. And you can have Rosnasi's treasure hoard. He probably didn't offer you that.
No, actually,
He has an extremely large treasure hoard. He's been around for years.
No, he didn't offer us a dick.
He offered to let you go.
He offered us our life.
Yeah. And you can have his treasure hoard. I have no need for it.
Is he?
Can I insight check?
Yes.
Absolutely not.
Fucking no. 14.
14, she seems to be telling the truth.
2 questions. I'm saying that in game. 2
Yeah.
questions. What are his weaknesses, especially since he's rotting flesh? Would necromantic magic be effective?
You've seen him. He's on his last legs.
Would
And he doesn't even
poison
have
be
legs.
effective on
Yeah.
him? Since he's so
Snake-like.
deteriorated.
He's immune to poison.
Gotcha. Good to know.
If he's affected by the death curse, he might
he-
not be able to be
And
killed.
he cannot be poisoned.
No, he can't be.
Okay.
Why wouldn't he? No, he can be killed. That's the whole point. Is that at one point he came back as a snake,
Can
and now he's dying.
we take something of yours to show him that we killed you, and then we can earn his trust and then immediately stab him in the back?
Your headdress, for instance.
It's very valuable. She walks over to the urn and sort of like pets the urn that's like got snake carvings all over it, this large urn, and sort of walks back, slithers back over to the headdress and sort of like tosses it to you. This will be fun.
Cool.
Now, when we're done killing
I will teleport you to him.
Yes, and when we're done killing your giant bird king as well, or demon feather monster, we do have a mission inside of the this tomb that he has been sending people into. Will you help us get inside?
You could force Rosnasi to tell you how before you kill him. That'd
He's
be
got
fun.
9 puzzle cubes that'll unlock the door for us.
Whatever he has in his possession, I don't go into. So
Okay,
you are free to anything
we can
that
just
he
use
has in his belongings. Anything he has that belongs
Deal's
to
getting
him,
better all the time.
anything that he has that belongs to him will be yours.
Sorry.
Just
Will we have safe passage when we leave?
you must leave. Get out of my temple after you've killed
Oh,
him.
yeah, no.
Okay,
We're
cool.
going to go find the temple thing,
This-
solve that problem, and we're out of here.
This is a holy place. I need you to leave after they're done.
Right.
So
The Night Serpent place, right? Not the Omu city?
Yes.
Okay. We can hang out in Omu. We can cleanly get out of Omu once we're done our business.
Once you're done your business, yes, you can leave.
Okay. All right. I wouldn't say teleport us into his room unless it's going to show us up on one of those teleport
it's
pads.
probably gonna be on the pads.
Just making sure, because if we just pop in there, it's going to look suspicious.
Probably.
So maybe outside of the door or onto the pad in the room, maybe, if it makes sense for us to use it.
Well, only he knows how to get into his quarters, unless you guys know of another way. There's a teleporter pad in his quarters.
I think it would probably be best that we use
I
that.
can teleport you to the throne room. I can teleport you to the harem.
Can you teleport us to...
He had the teleporters installed due to his paranoia.
Can you take us to the one that put us into his throne
Jesus,
room?
you might want to get that under control.
She has snake Tourette's.
Because I figure if we just pop in there, we're going to be looking weird. If we come through the actual teleporter glyph thing, probably looks a little better. Or we could just knock on the door.
I think she means a teleporting glyph.
Oh, is that what she's talking about? Oh, then we're good. Yeah. I thought she was just going to put us in the middle of his throne room.
No.
No, there are. He had teleporters.
Right.
Teleporters installed around the temple.
All right. I thought she was using like a spell or something.
No.
Yeah, it sounds like a good
She
idea
sort
to
of
me.
pours a glass of wine. Do we have a deal?
Say so. We'll get in there. I'll silence, and then we just beat the ever living fuck out of this guy.
All right.
And Salida.
Yeah. Well, let's
probably
kill him first. Well, let's think of a strategy then. While we're here, I mean, we have time, right?
Sure.
I'm asking her, like, can we
She sort of like
here?
waves her right hand, and a sort of brood guard walks in. She's like, "You don't mind making sure that you won't renege on our deal, right?"
Yeah, I don't see why that's a sweet deal.
Okay. Hold out your arms.
Excuse me?
Is this going to turn me into a snake?
Hold out your arms.
They don't have blood.
Hold out your arms. Do you do it? Yes or no?
I don't. I already have.
I want to know why first.
I already
not
have
answer
feet.
What do you do?
I ask, what are you going to do?
To make sure that you don't renege on our deal.
I see any blades?
She's a snake. Her mouth is a blade.
Sure, I'll stick my arm out.
She sort of like grabs her arm, and when it goes away, there's a tattoo of the holy symbol of Dendar, the night serpent, on your arm. Like the feathers burn away, and it's just this symbol. And she goes, "That'll go away once your task is complete."
Okay, cool. Because I have this one.
It's like a full back tattoo.
And she looks at you, and she looks at your legs like, "Do you have an interest in becoming ascended?"
Nope.
Well,
I really want to get rid of these.
I want to get rid of this. I was going to skin myself, but it'll probably kill me.
since the transformation isn't nowhere near complete, once you leave the temple, it will slowly melt away.
Thank God.
Make sure you don't wear your boots. Ew.
It's just going to melt into my
Ew, they're going to be like all
goop
groupy.
in my boots.
All right, well, I guess
Goop
we
in
just...
my shoes.
What's our strategy going to be? Because I can go and I think silencing and beating him to death is probably our best answer.
It's
because
worked
so
before.
effective. Now, I can silence and then cast...
Fireball.
Let me see if I can select with Wall of Thorns.
Just so you know, when I teleport you in, like the teleporters definitely glow before something comes through, and you'll come through one at a time.
Gotcha.
So don't expect to come in and invisible.
Whoever goes through first should have the headpiece.
I will. That's fine. I think I have the highest chance of talking our way through that conversation.
Okay, so I can cast Silence and I can cast Web. And Web is basically, I don't even have to use a spell slot because it's part of like my gear now.
Mm-hmm.
And that will restrain them, and then also.
I'll slap him with my tentacles.
Well, I wouldn't want to kill us too. Well, not kill us, but slow us.
Yeah, I was just burn your feet.
Yeah,
a bunch.
I think silence might just be the best. Bet.
Yeah, just do that.
I probably won't get to surprise attack because of that, so it's all on you guys.
We might not get a surprise attack at all, but I think this is. I feel like this is the better choice to go. Because I really don't like Salida.
Sounds like a deal.
All right, follow me. She sort of.
We should probably go to outside of the throne room, not his like secret sex dungeon. The place that we were
don't
in.
have a choice.
No. There's no. Yes, we do. Because she
Isn't the teleporter is the only way into his room? Isn't
but
it?
she told us about.
Which one is his room? Which number?
12.
12.
Now, are we gonna go in there, or do we want to go into 11 and then try to like get him to come out?
You must choose, and she will do it.
One of them is going to be more secluded.
Well, yeah, but like we won't be. If we can get him into 11, we can surprise him.
It would be way more natural for us to knock on the door, but we also we know there's a door because we went in there and were escorted out, right?
You've never been into 12.
We've never been in 12. We know about 12 because she just
Oh,
told
you
us.
went into the 8 and 6 area.
Yeah. No, I went into 10.
Oh, okay, all right.
That's where I got spit on in my eyes.
Well, she knows the layout,
Yeah.
but we don't know to ask that question.
Well, we know that
What's
he.
the
Done chores all day
Right, but we don't know if
in
there's...
your respective areas. That's
Well,
how you
we
guys get to
we
know.
know that that she told us that he has his secret little love dungeon.
Right.
So we know that exists. Would we rather go in there where didn't she say that he's the only one that knows how to get into
He's
that
the
one?
only one who can get into his quarters.
Right. So it would make more sense that we go into 11 and then try to get him to come out.
Yeah, that's
Right.
So let's go to 11 and try to get him to come out.
All right. Well, okay. So you said this room is hidden. How do we access it?
Well,
from the
there's a
outside?
door, but only he knows how to get in there. I can't even get in there. That's why he can have his treasure hoard.
Could we knock? Is the door visible? Or is it hidden?
If you look hard enough.
Okay. We should have found out a way to contact him. It's kind of our fault.
Yeah. But I think our best bet to do this, especially if we go in there, and then it's probably gonna be like, we go in, they get if we go into his room, I can guarantee you they're gonna do some shit before we can all get in that room.
Right.
I think going into 11 and then trying to get inside, having him come out is the best bet.
Right.
Yeah.
And I would also think that Salida might be in a weakened state, maybe because of this whole thing. So
It probably isn't. Might not even be there.
might not be, but I would assume that she is. So I say we go to 11.
All right.
She takes you past the altar. The skulls embedded into the side of the altar are all. You can hear the drums from the main chamber. The skulls are all. They look like moving and chattering as you guys are walked through Area 8. The muffled sobs and moans rise from the 4 pits with circular iron grates covering them. A chain hooked to each grate stretches over a pulley bolted to the coils around an iron winch set into a nearby wall. Iron manacles dangling from hooks along all the walls. Faintly glowing stone disc covers the floor of an otherwise empty alcove, and carved in the top of this is a serpentine symbol that you guys recognize as one of Raz Nasi's teleporters. And coming in there, you can just hear from some of the pits, like, let me out, please! Like, from the 4 pits in there. And she's like, all right, establish your order, and I'll get you to the throne room.